Hi, how's it going?
I'm wearing my tie today for our podcast recording.
Excellent.
Yeah, thanks.
Excellent.
Cool.
All right. So tonight we're going to be talking.
Hey, welcome to the show, everyone.
Hi, welcome.
It's like you were saying hi to me.
Do you have the news over here?
Yeah.
Let me see some headlines.
Cool.
Here. What? Oh.
Here, why don't you let me handle this?
Yeah.
I read through these thoroughly.
All right, tonight we're going.
So this is our wrestling episode. And what are we going to talk? What are we going to be covering tonight?
Looked like some Lesnar contract negotiations of some sort.
We're going to talk about Lesnar shit. We're going to talk about some of the rumblings of Fox and WWE.
Uh-oh.
And some rumored WrestleMania stuff coming up. And then we're going to cover Raw from this week, SmackDown, and NXT, right?
Yeah, the standard, the big three on the WWE network.
You need to help me come up with a better title for these episodes other than Breakroom Bullshit Wrestling Week 1, 28-19. So people know what it is.
Breakroom Mania.
It doesn't tell them what we're doing, though.
We're going to wrestle in the break room. We're going to get oil it up.
Dude, what if we just...
dip our hair in some water so that it can run down our jacket while we're having what's that called when they
an orgy?
In the ring, whenever they just do, they're not wrestling, but like they're just talking to each other and just like promoting like a
promo.
Yeah, I guess there's different types of promos.
I thought it was funny you said promoting, and I was like, you mean a promo?
Yeah, I was looking for a specific one, but I guess that works. That works.
What different kind of promos are there?
Did you see one of the Usos whenever they came out this week to do that promo? That the one guy's hair, like it looked like he had like a sweating like some sort of problem with his sweats. He had like some meat sweats going on, and his hair just had sweat running down his jacket. And I'm like, yeah, they didn't even wrestle tonight. Why is he so sweaty?
Well, that's not sweat, right?
This is probably like water or oil or something.
They dump water on their heads before they come out.
Yeah, I got you. It just looks stupid.
Hey, Bret Hart looked fine.
That's fine, I guess.
Some people look weird though whenever their hair, like Seth Rollins, whenever he wrestles for a long time, his hair gets like puffy when it's dry and it looks kind of weird.
I've even had.
But no, I see what you're saying. It's silly to come out for a promo. You're gonna be out here a whopping 10 minutes and you're just dripping like you pissed yourself or something. It's
like you were just out in the rain.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Maybe it was out. Maybe it was raining.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Maybe he took the purple rainmaker from the Velveteen Dream. Ever think of that?
Is that the name of one of his moves? That's awesome.
His finishing move is called the Purple Rainmaker.
That's awesome. I love it.
It's pretty cool. So we gotta plug our shit.
Make sure you guys are following us or subscribe to us on YouTube. Just remember, go down below, hit the unsubscribe button because we suck.
No, don't do that.
You can also unsubscribe to us on Instagram,
You're
Facebook,
doing it all wrong.
Twitter, and SoundCloud.
Pretend it's opposite day when you listen to his plugs.
Breakroom BS. We're on all of those formats.
So let me ask you this: if it's opposite day, do you just call it like unsubscribe from Breakroom BS, or do you say like unsubscribe from like fix open? What's the opposite of BS?
What the fuck?
I just blew your mind. You just
don't understand me think too hard.
You don't understand what's happening right now.
I don't have this mental capacity to think this much.
You're a silly little head. All right, so should we get into some news?
Yeah, let's kick it off. Professionalism at its highest.
Some wrestling news. All right, let's go with some wrestling news. So Lesnar's contract is coming up right after Mania. WrestleMania.
So that means it's like ending.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was hanging out with Dana White on Sunday during the Elimination Chamber and was not backstage at the show or at Raw. Dana White is the head of UFC, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
No one is sure if his Raw absence is for storyline reasons or if he's using UFC as a negotiating tactic with WWE, which he has done before, or if he just isn't re-signing and going to UFC, so he just didn't care. No one's really sure exactly what it is, which it could very well just be a storyline thing, which I wouldn't be surprised, because that's my guess as to what it is, to be honest. I think they just did it for a storyline.
Yeah, I agree as well. Although, I mean, Reigns' rant... Can I talk about Reigns' rant? Because it ties into this, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you can. I have it on here, but you can talk about it.
We'll bring it back up later, retouch on it.
Let's just cover it now so we don't have to go over it again.
Yeah. I mean, he explained, he expressed a lot of feelings. Most of the fans that feel I would think, correct?
Most of what?
The
Most of the fans
think?
feel?
Yeah.
So this is my note I have for this. Roman is shooting. Look out, everyone.
Is this that noise he makes? He goes, ooh, ah.
No, that's me
something.
just going like, ooh, big deal.
Oh, what's that noise he does then?
Oh, he's like, wah.
He's like a monkey or something.
He's like he's trying to be the sickness and get down with it or something. I don't know. He's trying to get down with some sort of sickness. But so yeah, my note is basically, ooh, look at Roman shooting. Look out, everybody. Like you're not shooting. You're not tricking anyone. This is just scripted and you're reading a script.
You're Roman Reigns.
You're not fooling me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think it was definitely a very well-written promo. Because he's addressing the part-timer BS shit. But his whole, like, I'm going to get an ass chewing now. It's like, no, you're not. You're going to get a, hey, good job, Roman. We love you and we want to fuck you.
You said exactly what we told you to. Congratulations.
Yeah.
What's that, Raw, right?
Yeah, that was Raw. And what was funny was... what was funny was after I this was long after I wrote these. I was looking for I went through the past week's news to look for news. One of the news articles I read was how it was confirmed that Roman Reigns' promo was scripted. I'm like, I know.
Oh.
Like it was clearly scripted.
Yeah, I like the promo a lot.
Well, the issue is like people like that. I mean, I think you even realize it was scripted because
I definitely knew it was scripted.
Like people are dumb. They're going online. They're like, oh, you see, Roman was actually shooting. Like, you realize they have the power to turn off people's microphones, right? Like, they can't just go out there and do whatever they want on live TV and have no repercussions or like.
Now, I think the only thing that could possibly be at question, is whether or not the Brock Lesnar was actually with what's his name for the negotiation reasons that you mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah, I mean
Dana White.
Well, yeah, he definitely was.
He definitely was with.
Definitely was with him Sunday. They confirmed online the picture because Dana White tweeted a picture of him and Rock. Mm-hmm. And he was like something about being in Vegas, and everyone was like, when I first read it, they were like, oh, he posted a picture from weeks ago, and then I just read recently they confirmed that was from the same day, and they were hanging out in Vegas. But the thing is, him and Lesnar are also really good friends anyway, so it doesn't necessarily mean that. But White did tweet. He tweeted that he said there's a very, very good chance he will fight in the UFC again, but he fought in the UFC when he was under contract last year, so that doesn't necessarily mean he's leaving WWE. It just means he could be fighting there again. So it doesn't really mean anything.
Man, that's upsetting. I was hoping he was leaving WWE.
I would like him to leave.
Yeah.
This is going to mean nothing to you. It is being reported that talks between Neville and WWE have opened back up, and WWE is eyeing an April return for him.
Oh, Neville.
Yeah, dude.
Like Neville Island.
Yeah. Adrian Neville was in NXT. I don't know if he was in NXT. I don't think he was in NXT when you watched. He's like this short dude, looks like a rat. He has a rat face with ears that stick out quite far on the sides.
I think you made all this up.
No, he's a thing. So he was in WWE. He was in he was on 205 Live, and basically like Austin Aries and several other people that got pissed and left. He got tired of being just pigeonholed into 205 Live because think about it. You're on 205 Live. You win the cruiserweight title. Then what? What do you do? You're doing nothing.
That's your limit. That's it. You hit the ceiling.
Yeah, exactly. There's a ceiling that you can't do anything. That's why Austin Aries left. But so he got pissed about some shit and he wanted to quit. But WWE or Neville was unable to get WWE to grant him his release outright. That has created a bad situation where the company can just freeze his contract if he's refusing to work, which allows him to keep under contract longer than his deal actually is supposed to be.
And he can't wrestle elsewhere.
Yeah. So basically, he's like, fuck you, I want to leave. And they're like, nah. And he's like, fuck.
now what do I do?
Yeah, because they did the same thing with Rey Mysterio a while ago and Daniel Bryan years ago. Because they wanted to leave and they didn't want him to leave. So, which I find funny because I always hear these people, like even Taz has mentioned how like, if people want to leave, they just let them leave. WWE doesn't want people there that don't want to work there. That's clearly not the truth at all, but whatever.
I think... Oh, sorry. Get my chair facing the mic here.
You're touching me with the boat.
Yeah, I think if anything, if someone wants to leave, they'll try whatever they can to screw them over. It sounds like what they're doing.
Sounds very realistic.
Or they do.
What do we got up here? Fox Network execs were in attendance at Raw this past Monday.
Oh boy.
Fox is reportedly prepared to make a major push to get WWE TV broadcast rights. According to reports, Raw would be featured on Fox's broadcast channel, while SmackDown would be aired on Fox Sports. WWE's deal with USA expires September of 2019, and they are currently in exclusive negotiating period with USA until this spring. So they're going to be on USA until at least September of next year, and they can't negotiate with anyone else until around spring. But I also read that apparently if WWE does move to Fox, Raw would go to a 2-hour show, back to a 2-hour show instead of 3 hours.
I was seeing those rumors when I was reading that.
I love the sound of that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Cut out an hour of crap.
Yeah, my does WWE keep up with their the network? Does that keep up with their weekly shows?
No, Raw is a month behind. I think Raw and SmackDown are both a month behind.
That's really dumb.
I mean, they do it, I'm sure, for the same reason Hulu has to edit Raw. Probably some contract shit with USA.
Yeah, if it streams on one, they probably can't have it on there, and because it would interfere with business.
Exactly.
With
yeah. If I can watch on the network and not watch USA, their ratings are going to drastically drop.
Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna say this news with the Fox Sports stuff. I mean, it lines up with stuff we've been reading in other articles about like them dropping their movie shit because they want to focus on their sports.
Dude, I had the same thought earlier today.
So it lines perfectly up with other stuffs and other stuffs.
I had the same thought. I was like, man, they were saying they wanted to focus on news and sports, and that's what they would be doing with it.
Yeah.
But apparently Vince and Rupert Murdoch have been good friends for like a long time. So this isn't really that surprising either. But what else we got here for news? It's being reported that Miz is going to be defending the IC title at WrestleMania in a fatal 5-way against Rollins, Balor, Elias, and Strowman.
Huh.
I think it's obvious Strowman will walk out the champion.
Say them again, because I don't gather things as quickly as you.
It's the Elimination Chamber without Cena. That's exactly what it is. It's Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Elias, and
what's the IC?
Intercontinental title, sorry. Yeah, so it's the Elimination Chamber, but without Roman Reigns. Or John Cena. Yeah, because it was a 7-man, huh? Yeah.
Man, this looks dumb.
And apparently it's rumored it might be a ladder match. So they have to get a reinforced one for Strowman or else they'll eat it or something. I don't know.
Dude, Strowman's starting to bore me.
He's not that exciting. He's just like
the only names that are exciting me in this match are like Balor and Rollins, and that's it. I don't know. Like
I like Elias.
Elias is sometimes okay, but too much of him's a little overwhelming.
Yeah. What else we got here? Our last bit of news. It is also being reported that The Undertaker will not be wrestling at WrestleMania this year. And that it's rumored Cena could be fighting Rey Mysterio if his contract negotiations go well and he comes back. Sources said that Cena requested to work with either Samoa Joe or Rey Mysterio at this year's WrestleMania. So, according to this, Undertaker will not be at WrestleMania. Well, fighting anyway.
Okay.
So, which makes that promo fucking retarded that he did that.
Yeah, dude. I guess we'll get to that whenever we get to some of these. But I am done with John Cena. I have been done with John Cena.
You're tapping out to the STFU.
Like, don't get me wrong. Whenever I was younger, like 13 years old, I'd love watching John Cena and Edge fight and shit like that.
And when you were a homosexual and like men.
Yeah.
'Cause he's hot.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I liked John Cena, though.
Yeah, then you grew up as a homo and you I don't understand what the problem is here. I'm indicating that only kids and women like him. That's it.
Yes. Well, I don't like him now, so what's that?
Well, because you're not gay anymore.
Oh.
That's why I said only women and kids like him.
Don't go into detective work, Dave.
I have some evidence that can be presented.
Yeah, you have trouble jumping from one conclusion to another.
I don't know what you're talking about right now. Everyone likes men.
All right. You want to jump into Raw?
Well, can we cover your men liking more?
I guess.
That's
what we want to use our time on.
I have video footage of John Cena sucking at wrestling.
John Cena does suck.
All right. Let's see here. Raw. What do you got?
First note, Cena's road is just show up anywhere he wants. So, dude, I think he even says that he doesn't want to be given an art. Like he doesn't want to get special treatment.
I have a note. I have a note about that specifically for our SmackDown notes.
I think that might be what I'm thinking of then. But yeah, he doesn't want this special treatment, but he's doing all these things and just making these matches by himself. He's just showing up wherever he wants, and that's not. I don't know.
I think the whole angle with him is stupid. I'm a failure, so I'm gonna go to SmackDown so I can get to Mania.
Yeah, dude. I
had this note before I had that article with Undertaker. I put, if he's not going to fight The Undertaker, then it's fucking dumb to have him call him out like that. Just to get everyone excited for nothing. That's stupid.
Yeah.
It was so dumb. That was stupid.
It's hard to tackle my John Cena notes without jumping like back and forth between the SmackDown one.
Yeah. Dude, when they showed the Lesnar Reigns WrestleMania graphic at the beginning of the show, all I could think was I just don't even remotely give a fuck about that match.
Dude, I was excited because I'm like, okay, Brock Lesnar. I want to see what Brock Lesnar can do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say excited, but I was interested. I'm like, oh, cool. Something I'm going to, like, it's something different.
You want to see this match?
I wanted to see Brock Lesnar fight. I wanted to see a storyline going into WrestleMania. I didn't want it to be 4 weeks. How long do we have?
6 weeks, something like that.
6 weeks. I didn't want it to be 6 weeks without having any sort of fucking storyline going up to this, and just Brock Lesnar shows up at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Is that what's gonna happen, Dave?
No, he's gonna be on Raw.
Okay.
You're like, if you say so. Well, the issue is that Brock Lesnar fought Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31 in the main event. I already saw it. I don't want to see it again.
This is dumb.
I didn't want to see it, dude. The first time that happened, all I could think was, I hate Roman Reigns and I don't care about Brock Lesnar. I don't want to see this match. And then my favorite wrestler at the time, Seth Rollins, cashing his Money in the Bank and won during the fucking main event. And it was the greatest thing I ever saw.
I hear good things about that.
Dude, me and Tito literally were yelling. Finch, too. We were yelling whenever it happened. We're like, oh my God, this shitty main event was saved. This is the greatest thing ever. No one can cash in this year. There's no briefcase out there floating around. There's no hope.
This is unfortunate.
I have nothing to make me look forward to this.
Wait, where is the briefcase? Why none this year?
Baron Corbin cashed it in and failed. Guess who tried to cash it? Guess who caused him to fail?
Why'd they give it to Baron Corbin?
Well, I have no issue with him doing that. They're going to build him and make him a top guy. But apparently
they didn't.
But apparently he got heat backstage, so he just lost the briefcase because of Cena.
He got heat backstage. He pissed off John Cena in real life.
That's one other thing. One of the people I already pissed off. One of the people I already pissed off was Cena, and I guess he did some other things that pissed him off backstage. So he just made him just drop the Money in the Bank and just lose it. He went to cash in and he lost, and that was dumb. I am lost with this women's division. So Mickey's a heel now, just because Alexa was nice to her like twice. Why did Sasha and Billy come out together after Sasha just turned on her in the match the night before? And then,
yeah, dude, I didn't understand that.
And plus, they're saying Asuka is fighting Alexa at Mania. She never said that. The commentators are like, I'm like, she never picked who she's wrestling. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't.
The women's division has me confused as fuck. You know what they should do? They should have Asuka come out at Fastlane and challenge Charlotte after Charlotte's match. Because Charlotte's defending her title at Fastlane, the SmackDown pay-per-view. They should have her come out during the SmackDown pay-per-view as a surprise and say she's fighting Charlotte. That'd be pretty cool. Do you think about her music hitting during a SmackDown pay-per-view? No one would expect it. The crowd would really pop. It'd be great. How do you feel about WWE's Did You Know trivia? You ever notice this whenever it's going to commercials? It's like, did you know that WWE has had the highest social meeting of anything that ever existed and we're just so awesome and great? Did you know? It's so fucking annoying and dumb. Is it
like the same thing that they do at the pay-per-views where they're like, this many people have gone like undefeated? It's the same style?
No, it's not that.
Oh, okay.
It's like when they come back from commercials, it's like, did you know that Elimination Chamber trended more than Nike and the NFL and the NHL combined? And I'm like, okay, stop sucking your own dick because your social media presence is not impressive.
Yeah, that's not on the Hulu.
Yeah, I just don't care. It's something good that they cut out then. Yeah. Okay, I can't tell you how frustrated I was whenever I watched the same package for Ronda Rousey from Elimination Chamber twice in the first fucking hour of the show. They showed the same package twice. Did they cut that out?
I probably saw it at least once. I don't.
Dude, this is what annoyed me because I'm like, you just showed this 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It was the same thing. And then they showed it a third fucking time at the end.
Maybe it's because it's such a long fucking show. They think people might get like grow old and get Alzheimer's by the end of
Seriously,
the show.
3 times they ended up showing it by the end of the show. What the fuck, man? Like, you're wasting valuable real estate here.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the Miz's promos. He always knocks it out of the park. I love it.
Out of the last like 2 months that I've been watching, this is my favorite Miz rant that I've seen so far. I thought it was really great.
He's so good at them. Mm-hmm. He did one on fucking one of the post pay-per-view shows where he went into it with Daniel Bryan. It was so good.
Really?
Yeah, it was so good. What else we got here? Yeah, speaking of Daniel Bryan, there was a funny inside comment by Corey Graves. He was talking about Miz doing Daniel Bryan's move and Bryan not being an A-lister like the Miz is. And then he said, Bryan isn't on any list. Well, he's on the same list as me, but that's a different one, which is the injured reserve list because you can't wrestle. Because he's not allowed to wrestle and Daniel Bryan's not allowed to wrestle because they're not cleared.
That's
funny. I thought that was a kind of a funny little inside joke.
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah. How about Rollins' fucking frog splash?
Oh, yeah. Was that the real long one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no RVD 5-star frog splash. It was pretty great.
It was some good shit.
It was pretty great. Okay, this annoyed me. Why did Angle make Miz have a second match?
Yeah, I didn't. I was gonna ask how you felt about that.
I thought it was fucking dumb.
I think they should have, if they were going to do that. Well, I don't even understand why they did it.
Here's the thing. How does it make Finn look good or that he deserves a title shot when he beat a chicken shit heel that already wrestled a match?
It kind of made him look like a tool.
Yeah.
Because he came out all cocky about it too.
I'm going to beat that guy that just got beat.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll show him. That was dumb. I didn't understand it at all.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it was dumb.
What do you got next?
Did you feel like they were working up some sort of like a little mini feud between Rollins and Balor at all?
I think the only point of it was just to set up, at the minimum, a triple threat match between them two and Miz.
Okay.
When I was watching it, I was like, okay, they're just gonna have a triple threat match at Mania with Miz, Balor, and Reigns. Or Rollins. That's the only reason they did it. And then after I read that, my guess is what they'll do is they'll set up a triple threat match and then it'll just turn it into like a 5-way. They need to calm the fuck down with these multiple person matches.
Dude, they're everywhere.
I've never seen them do so many so often like this ever.
I have a very
Spingali?
Yeah, I'll come back to that for SmackDown.
Okay.
It's getting really hard to separate these notes because there's so much intertwined bullshit.
Yeah, which if you think about it, it really shouldn't be because they're
separate brands. Yeah, it's so dumb, so fucking dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if we discussed this on air, but I as you show me these Glory Day WCW back in the day
the
stuff.
Monday Night Wars or whatever.
Yeah, war where they're genuinely competing brands, and they should be trying to do that with the SmackDown and Raw shit. Our brand's better. Fucking Kurt and Daniel Bryan or Shane or whatever, getting at each other's throats about who shows better.
Yeah, and dude, if it's different brands, why am I watching SmackDown and listen to them saying, "Hey, you guys need to watch Elimination Chamber"? It's a different brand. Why are you sitting here telling me to watch their fucking show if you're supposed to be competing? It's so stupid. I even remember the original brand split. Taz would they would talk shit on the other shows constantly. It wasn't by any means, yeah, it wasn't by any means great, but it was way better than
I think I remember that now. To be honest.
Yeah, they would talk shit on the other fucking matches, the other commentators and stuff. They don't do. It's clearly the same thing now.
Yeah, I think I remember them saying stuff oh, that's something you won't get on SmackDown, or
exactly.
something like that.
Yeah, dude, this is a joke. This brand split has been a fucking joke. It's so bad.
It's like there's no purpose to it. It's like they're having two separate things just for the sake of doing it.
Dude, they kept WWE and they were like, all right, these guys are on this show, these guys are on this show, but it's still WWE.
Dave. There are so many times I'm watching these shows and I'm just like, why write any of this stuff? The writing is just so genuinely awful.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
sorry.
upsetting. You're not wrong.
Sorry.
You're not wrong.
It's,
whenever you said you're going to start watching it, didn't I tell you that it sucks?
dude, you weren't wrong at all.
I told you it sucks. It's just, dude. And okay, why is the Bar fighting Titus Worldwide again? They just lost the night before and they get another title shot. How does that make sense?
That one may have got cut for me. I don't remember that at all.
You didn't. Yeah, all they did was just get another title shot and just lost again. Like, talk about filler. What was the fucking point of that? I don't understand. I want to walk with Elias. I don't know how you...
Yeah, I'll walk with Elias.
I'll walk with Elias. I like Elias. Okay, now I'm getting into the main event, which was Rousey and all that shit.
Dude, are the writers, like, do they have Down syndrome? Like, I think this is all part of a Make-A-Wish thing that the WWE is doing for publicity. They just forgot to be public about it.
Okay, saying that the writers have Down syndrome is insulting the people with Down syndrome because they could write it better than this. I think
it's probably true.
Yeah. I don't, dude. I watch it and I'm like why?
It just seems like they don't have an idea for what they want to do, and they just like, all right, here's some show. Like, it's like they take the first draft and they're like, can we make improvements? Who cares? Here you go. Like, they just don't try. It just genuinely seems like they don't try.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, dude, I come up with so many great ideas with Tito, and I'm like, yeah, they'll never do that. That's too cool. They'll never do something like that. Like, it would be so cool to have a faction that means something. Like, there's no factions that mean anything. The New Day is 3 guys that are funny. Cool. Like, why don't you do something like how cool would it have been if whenever they initially signed AJ Styles and Luke Gallows and Anderson, who were all in the Bullet Club, and Finn Balor, who was coming up, have all 3 guys, like, show up on the show and pretend they don't work there. And have them, like, cause shit and, like, we're taking over your show.
That'd be genius.
And then have guys from the other brand do it, too, and you have this fucking group just trying to, like, cause shit on both shows. Like, it'd be so cool. But they don't do anything cool like that. They don't do anything, like, outside of the box creatively. It's so rare they do anything, like, just you haven't seen before. It's just the same shit over and over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong at all. Dude, I've been watching for like 2 months, and it's getting to the point where I'm already starting to be able to predict what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why in our SmackDown notes.
Yeah. It's, dude, I mean, this is why, like, sometimes whenever I'm like, yeah, I saw this comment, you're like, yeah, I didn't yet, but I've been watching it longer. I've been watching wrestling so long, when I watch WWE, I can call, like, half the show. I'm like, I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen in this match. Because it's not like a fucking NXT where they let them, like, WWE has a style of match, and you have to wrestle their style of match, which is basically a predictable match. Like, NXT, I can't call it sometimes, because they let them, I feel like in NXT, Triple H is like, just go out there and just have a good match and do what you want. You know what I mean? They let them put it together how they want. Like, you can't do that in WWE. It's the same shit over and over again.
I'm not doing this to be a dick, because I remind you to do this all the time, but you really need to start watching Lucha Underground.
Yeah,
because I'm waiting for something that I know is going to happen. And I'm like, man, this is exactly the type of shit Dave's talking about. Yeah. This shit that you haven't seen before, and the writing's just so much better.
I mean, it can't be worse.
It really, dude, it really can't be.
So, how'd you feel about the whole Ronda Rousey stuff at the end? I have several notes on this.
The Kurt Angle excuse thing is the most retarded. Like that's the best. This is the best writers in all of wrestling, supposedly, because the WWE is the biggest brand in all of wrestling. Your best writers come with, oh, he had the flu and just felt ill.
Hey, read that line out loud.
The shit with Angle was really dumb. He came off like a little fucking bitch, and it made no sense why he would act. Yeah, there was like no motive. That anything he did is just random chaos. It's like, oh, sorry, I had the flu.
Like, the motive was like Angle is a fucking pussy, and he fears for his.
That was the motive.
I need this job.
And what was the motive that he did anything to begin with? To be honest, I mean, it was funny. Don't get me wrong, when it was happening, it was funny because he kept where he talked about. But like, you're right. There's literally no reason for him to do anything he did. Like
the only reason is that he's just scared to lose his job, and like he fucked up at the Elimination Chamber and it slipped out, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I'm scared." And it's like, you look like a bitch.
Yeah.
You could, like, in real life, half crippled, kill any one of those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You're an Olympic gold medalist. You fucking beat Brock Lesnar in a shoot fight, like, years and years after you've had fucking broken necks. Like, you can kill any of these people, but, oh, it's just so annoying. So, like, the Triple H punches Angle and runs away? Okay, what the fuck is this? And then Angle's laying there like a gaping vagina, like, hurt. I'm like, this is, like, your first appearance of Ronda Rousey on Monday Night Raw is having Rousey looking over a wounded Kurt Angle and it ends. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
This shit's so fucking dumb.
I wish you would be very... Remember how I said I wish there was, like, a new DX? And I just wish Ronda Rousey would start fucking with the... Is there a name for the not the corporate... I'm trying to remember what you called it. The authority. Yeah, I want to see her start messing with the authority and just playing, like, fucking practical jokes and shit on them.
Yeah, but then that would kind of make her come off as, like, silly. I think they're trying to make her, like, a badass.
Okay, fine. Then start, like, fucking sabotaging shit on purpose.
You can't have, like, layers
I just
to
miss
your
Shawn
character.
Michaels. I miss Shawn Michaels. That's what happens here.
I just want DX. That's all I care about is DX.
I really do. Well, then fine. Give her a goofy sidekick then. There it is. Bam.
There you go. You can
Who's
do
her
that.
goofy sidekick?
Kurt Angle.
Well,
he's already a silly little bitch.
It has to be a chick.
Well, they're gonna eventually put together fucking her and that chick from NXT, Shayna Baszler.
Oh, I was afraid you were gonna say that.
Well, they're part of the Four Horsewomen. Like, they're a group of fucking people in the UFC. Like, I think it's her, Baszler, and two other UFC MMA girls. Like, they've been they're known as like the Four Horsewomen. They're friends, and they call themselves that. So I'm sure the other two will eventually get signed too. Wouldn't be surprised.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
One of them better have a fucking personality then.
I don't think so.
They're all just gonna be mean mugging it the whole time.
Yeah.
That's fucking dumb. This show's dumb.
Should we stop this and like save it?
Are we done with Raw?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. I have to piss.
Well, we're not taking a break. We're just stopping it for a second.
But I really need a break to piss. Can we? I'll hold it.
All right, you can wait. You can wait, and if you need to, you can just piss in my mouth or something. Whatever we got to do.
There you go.
Yeah, that's not weird.
And golden showers and
these are my notes, you thief.
Oh, there's someone's notes. Did I write on yours?
As we were sitting here talking and not taking a break, you stole my notes when you weren't paying attention.
Oh.
All right, what do we got next? The Smackdowns?
Yeah, let's do some Smackdown.
I am getting so fucking tired of this John Cena angle.
Hey, this is the notes for Raw.
Dude, it says it's fucking stupid and I'm tired of seeing his smelly face. I don't like him at all. Dude, Cena doesn't want a handout, but he gets a chance at both world titles on both shows.
He can literally do whatever the fuck he wants.
Dude, he hasn't been on SmackDown in months. After one match, he gets a world title shot. How is that not a handout?
It's literally a handout.
It really is. He's literally correctly.
Literally a handout. Yeah. Let's see.
John Cena stuff.
Yeah. Do you just want to get all the John Cena stuff done with now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I knew that he was... We're just going straight to the match with AJ Styles, and we'll circle back around to the other stuff. I love the match itself. The match itself I thoroughly enjoyed. However, I already knew how it was going in the end.
Dude.
Because I knew they were going to do... I was like, I see what they're doing. They're setting up John Cena to be in this multiple-man match, just like they did for the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
They're trying to mirror their other pay-per-view event.
And then, I was annoyed as soon as the match started because I knew Cena would win.
Yeah.
And, like... I think it makes AJ look bad because he's the world champion. Just fucking lost clean. Yeah. It just makes him look bad. I mean, granted, they're going to give him the victory at the pay-per-view, but still, I don't know. I think it's stupid.
What would have been better for them, and this would work out for them, too. They could have John Cena win. Have John Cena have to beat all the other guys each week leading up to WrestleMania, and then if he beats all of them, then he can be included.
And you know what they should do is have him like lose halfway through because you wouldn't see that coming. I mean, lose to one of the guys. You know what I mean? Be like, you have to beat all these guys to get to WrestleMania. He gets to like four guys and he fucking loses, and you're like, oh shit. If they do that angle, you assume he's going to beat all six of them to get to WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
Don't let him do that.
Then how's he get to WrestleMania? He's John Cena. There's no way he could get there.
Dude, Saxton said this is Cena's last chance to be at Mania.
There's he 6 literally weeks said from that. Now.
And let's remember that when he loses at Fastlane and still ends up at Mania, because that's what he said.
That's probably what's going to happen, and he'll probably cry after, just like he did for the Chamber. They're trying to mirror it, and they're trying to make it as like it's
Dude, I cannot see any way they're gonna let Cena win at Fastlane.
Dude, it shouldn't be. It should be called John Cena's Raw and John Cena's SmackDown. They shouldn't be called Raw and SmackDown anymore.
If Cena wins at Fastlane, I may stop watching WWE. If AJ loses another fucking main event,
we can stop watching WWE and only watch Lucha Underground.
You're like, I'm rooting for Cena.
Yes,
dude, I will not put up with AJ getting fucked out of his main event at Mania twice in a row. I'm not gonna do it. Like, that's bullshit if this happens.
You know what we have to do? We have to beat up John Cena.
That's a good idea.
Let's beat up John Cena.
Hashtag beat him up.
Hashtag beat up John Cena.
So they did 2 finishers during the commercial break, which was really weird. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I remember them being like, and here's what happened during the break. I'm like, there's a lot of stuff that happened during this fucking break.
They showed one. I'm like, holy shit. And they showed the other one. I'm like, they just did 2 finishers.
I didn't realize I didn't. Well, maybe I did realize the one.
AJ did the fucking Styles Clash, which is the coolest move in the fucking match, and then Cena did a fucking his AA, and I'm like, they both did
wasn't the AA like? Didn't AJ attempt to do a phenomenal thing, and then he got caught or something?
I think so. Yeah. So I'm like, and I mean, I guess it's kind of cool that you're like, oh, it's more realistic. Because it just so happens they do everything when the cameras are on.
It's so uncool that it's cool.
Yeah, but then it also, it's like, if you're at the live event, you're seeing something really cool that the people at home aren't seeing.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, but it's like, it hurts the match for the viewers.
It's a really dumb thing to be cool about.
Yeah.
With all the other poor shitty stuff they have going on, that's a really dumb thing to be cool.
Dude, this is something really small, but I thought it was cool. Did you notice AJ Styles grabbing one of the fans' hand to help him?
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
I should have see. I'm trying to take mental notes about what to take notes about.
Dude, the camera work when they were jumping Cena and AJ was fucking atrocious. Dude, it was zooming in and out and in and out and in and out and like cutting and go. It was the drizzling shits, as they say. It was so bad.
You say you don't want to watch Lucha because of the camera angles are different and you'd be afraid. Dude, it can't be any worse than that.
No, yeah, it's not. Yeah, this is just like, I want to be a
bad.
shitty Hollywood movie. Is what it is, and it's like just terrible. Lucha Underground is just an entirely different style of cinematography.
It really is. It really
That's
is.
what's so different about. But dude, it was so bad. I'm gonna go. We're gonna go back in time now that we covered all that shit.
Oh wait, did you notice whenever AJ was coming down to the ring that the bell rang?
They do that sometimes.
Why?
I don't know. There's no consistency to it.
But then they got up there and they rang the bell again. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude.
It has to be I thought, I'm like, maybe this is a fuck up.
Dude,
whatever.
Whenever Kevin Owens fought Goldberg, right? They're coming down to the ring, and then as they get there, they ring the bell, and then they announce them, and then they're about to start fighting, and then Chris Jericho's music hits, and then Goldberg does a fucking move to him, and they ring the bell again, and then it starts, and I'm like, wait a minute here. This match has been going on for a few minutes, and they're like, he beat Kevin Owens in 40 seconds. I'm like, it's debatable, depending on which bell you go by. But whatever.
Depending by which bell you go by.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was another note I had. I think it was from this match. I should have been more specific, but I think Cena did a code red to AJ Styles, whatever a code red is.
I've never heard that move named.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though?
Yeah, because I didn't know that's what it was called.
I fucking love that move.
Dude, that move, it's a fucking, it's like a flipping sunset powerbomb. Fucking Alexa, there's a really cool gif of Alexa Bliss doing that, I think Sasha Banks.
Dude, I really wish I didn't like the match as much as I like the actual match itself as much as I did.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
I thought it was alright.
You thought it was alright?
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
I thought this was really funny. Someone in the crowd had a sign that said Corbin doesn't wash his hands. I found that to be quite humorous.
He looks like a dirty man.
Dude, I just love funny signs like that. They make me very happy.
Dude, Baron Corbin he has to be one of my least favorite characters.
Really? Characters I could see, yeah.
Yeah, characters, yeah. I mean, if it's a bad story, that's like not his fault. But I guess the character is not his fault either. But
the character is all his fault.
It is, okay.
This might even be a better version. This is the movie you're talking about, which is even better right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked even better.
It's a better version because Alexa Bliss did it.
Her butt's there. And plus it just looked cooler. It went faster. So I don't even know what this says. Oh, yeah. Dude, Kevin Owens' commentary is so fucking funny.
Yeah, I'll agree.
Dude, he said Graves looked like Duke Nukem. I was laughing. And then whenever Phillips was talking, he goes, I don't even know which one he was talking. You both sound the same to me. Which is funny because it's true. They do sound the same. What other stuff did he say? Yeah, whenever Corbin drops Sami Zayn on the announcer's table, Owen says, you're messing up the TV. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that made me laugh really hard.
Yeah, that was really funny.
And then whenever Baron Corbin came over and started yelling at him, he's like, focus on your match. Come on, that's unprofessional.
Dude, he's so funny on the announcers. Oh, it's great, dude. The Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan stuff backstage I thought was so cheesy and stupid. Like, where Shane's eating popcorn, and I'm like...
Dude, I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, I thought it was so bad.
I'm starting to get really tired of the whole, like, just the story that they have going on with Sammy and...
They're not doing anything.
It's just not going insane.
Yeah.
It needs to go somewhere. Take it somewhere. Do some writing. Don't just give me some bullshit each week like they do.
Owens and Zayn, all that's going to happen is, like... Because you know how Zayn said he'd lay down for him at the pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
He's just going to, like, not lay down for him. Owens is going to get pissed off, and they're just going to fight at WrestleMania. That's all it is.
They're going to fight each other?
Yeah.
For what?
For a rivalry because they hate each other. Dude, we went over this. Not every match is for a title or something. I know,
but it makes it much more exciting for me. If there's right. Oh, dude, if there was like a fight over like a girl or something too, like who was it that cheated on someone but then ended up cheating on them in real life? Something with Edge, I think.
Oh, Lita,
Matt
Hardy, and Edge.
Yeah, see, wasn't it like part of an angle?
Yeah, they did.
And then it ended up being a real thing.
Yeah, well, no, it was a real thing, and then they made it into an angle.
Oh, okay.
Which was, I'm sure that the people involved didn't appreciate it, but
no, I'm sure they did not.
Lita hated it. Dude, it's so funny. There's a fucking interview with her. They had some fucking internet show called Bite This, and they would let like answer questions from like fans and stuff. So Lita was on it, and fucking Matt Hardy called in, and this is like right after it happened where she fucking cheated on him. And dude, the stuff he was saying, I was like, this is real. He's saying what he really thinks about her, and she's just sitting there miserable. Like she's like, okay, what, Matt? You tell me, Matt. Like she was so miserable. It was so funny to watch it because I hate her because she deserved it.
He was woken,
dude. It was so fucking funny. He's like, you know, Lita, remember whenever I was getting a push on SmackDown, and then I just went to Raw just so I could be with you? Yeah, I'm glad I did that. That really worked out, didn't it? Like, dude, it's just so funny. He was being such a dick about it. It was great. We're talking about things that aren't entertaining. Let's get back to SmackDown here. Okay, Naomi is not a May AAA zing. I don't care what anybody says. I hate her. I really hate Naomi.
Dude, you're gonna hate me but like me at the same time. I like her entrance, but the dancing once she got in the ring was like I was done with it up to that point. Like once you get up to the ring, come on. I don't know. There's too much of it.
Yeah.
Her dance moves suck. She sucks at dancing. That's my problem.
I don't like anything about her. She just annoys me. She's always annoyed me. See, when she was a heel, she had the exact same entrance music, and she didn't do that entrance, but I hated her then. I didn't hate her because she was a heel. I just hate her.
In my defense, I've only watched her wrestle like 4 times.
Yeah, that's a good point. Speaking of her wrestling, I thought the match seemed kind of weird. Like their chemistry was off. They didn't click or something. Like it looked like there were times.
Dude, I had the same thought. Yeah, like it was going slow or something.
And it looked like there were times where like they were waiting for the one to do a move. Yeah, like it's going slow and she's waiting and then they do a move and it's like it looked choreographed. Like you know what I mean? It didn't look natural. Well, it's so funny because it is choreographed.
It is choreographed. That's
yeah. I mean, for the most part, it's not supposed to be choreographed. Choreographed is something you plan in advance.
Yeah, there's just plot points.
Yeah. But they looked like they're just like, they did the entire match in the back, and we're like, all right, let's go out now and do the entire match. And they just like did it slowly. Yeah. It was really weird. I also thought it was weird that she beat Naomi clean since she's a heel. That was kind of strange. She didn't cheat or anything. She just straight up beat her. I'm like, okay. That was a weird.
Ruby Riott really annoys me for some reason.
Yeah, it's probably because you think she's not attractive, which she isn't. So.
I thought she was at first, but then I'm like, the more I look at her, I'm like, man, she kind of isn't attractive.
All the gimmicks would be awesome on a hot girl. Like,
yeah,
her tattoos, her piercings, that'd all be great if the girl was just hot.
And she like has this weird like bird face going on with like these giant, like unnaturally large eyes. Like, have you ever noticed how big her eyes are?
Her and Neville, he's a rat. They should hook up and create some sort of bird thing.
I don't know what a Neville is.
We talked about this earlier.
Is he the one who does the jumps?
Yeah.
He does the jumps.
He does jumping
He
all
does
the time.
jumps.
He's a big jumper. He's a spot monkey, as Woken Matt Hardy would say. He suffers from spot monkey.
There was a scorpion kick that Naomi did that really fucking annoyed me because, like I said, it went slow. And I'm like, it looked like she put up her foot and the other girl pressed her face against her foot. I'm like, why is this a thing?
Do you have anything else on that match?
No. I think the Josh Duhamel skit came up next.
Okay,
did you think it was funny?
Is that relating to this where I said I really don't care about this jobber talking to Breezango and New Day backstage? Is that what that is?
Did you not know who that was?
I know he's some guy. He's a guy on their show that they're doing that's coming on next. Their fucking detective show, which they were advertising.
He's been in a lot more than just... Dude, he was in like all the Transformers movies.
I don't care about him.
Dude, I thought it was funny.
I thought Breezango was funny. I didn't care about anything he said.
No, not the stuff he said, but like the what's his name? Breezango?
Breezango, yeah.
They're them as a group.
Yeah, okay. It's Tyler Breeze and Fandango.
Yeah, they were fucking funny, and then when New Day came out, they were fucking funny.
It was New Day funny? I don't remember what they did. I remember Breezango thinking they were funny.
I think they kept mistaking him for someone else or something.
Maybe.
Oh, no, yeah.
I mean, all it was like USA was like, here's an extra $100,000, please plug the show coming up. And I'm like,
yeah, that's all right.
Cool.
That's all right.
Cool.
No, I liked the skit a lot.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
I thought it was funny. I thought Breezango was funny. I just don't care about this guy.
Sorry.
I would have been perfectly fine with the skit being just like them and New Day and them being funny.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong.
He didn't need to be in there.
Okay, fine. I just called it the Josh Duhamel skit just because he was in it.
The Josh Duhamel skit.
He was the topic of conversation there.
Who the fuck was on? Oh my god, this makes me think of. I think Seth Green maybe was on Raw one time and he was on commentary and I'm like, don't do this. Like, why are you here? Like, I don't like when they just bring in celebrities just to be like, hey, look, celebrity. You know what I mean? Nothing against DeMarco or whatever his name is, but
Josh Duhamel.
Nothing against Josh DeMano, but like, you don't need to like fucking. I don't need to see him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Connie D'Amico.
Like, I mean, it's not because he's him, but it's just like I just don't like when they clearly force a celebrity in just to be like, look, it's a celebrity. We're WWE. We're popular. We're mainstream.
I got you.
You know.
I got you.
You know. He knows what I'm saying.
I did. I was on the lookout for it, and I found what you were talking about.
What?
Can you guess?
Is it the fucking words?
Yep, it's the words.
We're not talking about the New Day stuff, right? Not New Day.
Well, it came up. It
was on New Day, but I didn't care about that.
Oh.
You didn't see it during a promo, did you?
No. I just thought whenever New Day came out on this, and then it came out like, this is the New Day or whatever.
Yeah, well, imagine them doing that when it's just two guys talking in the back and it's just saying the words as they're talking.
Well, isn't that what they're doing?
Well, this is like their entrance and they're yelling and screaming. It's a big deal and the crowd's all happy, so they're like emphasizing it. We're talking about the Usos and they're saying, you're on lockdown, and it says, you're on lockdown in big words, and I'm like,
all right, no, I didn't see anything important then. All right.
You were so pumped. You're like, I did it. I
was going to say I didn't care about it either.
It is the exact same thing, but it's not like a big entrance. It's just they do it during backstage segments.
You should grab those Cheez-Its. Those look good.
They look all right. No, they do look pretty yummy. Wait.
Oh, they're open
That was
already?
scary.
This is unfortunate.
Here's one. Hold on. Let me grab this one Cheez-It. Here's this one.
Dude, all this work for like 4 Cheez-Its.
That was a lot of work.
You want one?
No.
Okay.
So have I mentioned that I hate the bludgeon douchebags? I don't know if I've ever mentioned that week to week. Why is it that... The Bludgeon Brothers used to be the Wyatt family. This is Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. Now, they literally are the exact same people, except they have red gear now and hammers. Their beards are the same. Everything about them looks exactly the same.
I think I've seen before.
The mask is slightly different, but it's still a lamb mask, whatever. Like, why is it that because they got new entrance music and have hammers, they're unstoppable now?
Yeah, I don't.
They weren't unstoppable before.
I don't get it.
They don't. Like I said, they don't even look different. It's so annoying. So, you have anything for the Bludgeons?
I put that they suck.
Cool. Let's talk about your one before that, because I don't have anything.
Do you think it's stupid how they just jumped out of the ring and like started walking away whatever they came in.
Oh, New Day and Usos.
Yeah,
they're just trying to sell the fact that everyone's scared of them is all it is. Like they're trying to make them look tougher.
I did think it was interesting to see like Big E like angry. Yeah. I've never seen like them be like angry at all before, and it was just a very new experience for me.
I enjoyed that. Like dude.
It's like he broke character for a second.
Everyone is like, dude. Even the crowd was so stoked and like cheering for the Usos after their promo. I'm like, I don't care about their promo. Mm-hmm. Like I just don't give a fuck about the Usos. And then I honestly thought that I thought the New Day was going to talk, Usos were going to talk, and it was going to be the end of it. New Day talked before Usos came out, right? Yeah, they cut their promo. Usos came out. I thought it was going to be in it. I wasn't expecting them to do that, which I thought was really cool. How they just got pissed like that. I thought that was really cool. I liked it. I definitely liked it. It's nice to give them, like, don't just keep them as one-dimensional, like, funny joke guys.
Yeah,
you know? Like, let them get serious when the time's right.
Give them a little bit of passion behind what they're doing.
Yeah, I liked it. Okay, so let's, this is
going to talk about the top 10 list?
Wait, did they talk about it? Do you have something about it?
I have a note here about I cringe when I hear the them being falsely motivated by the top 10 list. Like that's like something everyone's getting hyped about,
and it's so dumb. And dude, I don't think it's gonna exist anymore after this angle with fucking Orton and Rude. Your next note is so funny. I have the same note.
the bouncing Rusev.
Bouncing Rusev. Is
that a new thing, or
I think they did it once before, maybe.
If they've done it, I haven't noticed it, but I thought it was hilarious.
It was really funny. His face changed. His face was smiling, and then it was so funny. It definitely made me laugh really hard.
The bouncing Rusev was great.
Yeah. Okay, so Rusev is super over, right? Fans love him. They're chanting Rusev.
Yeah,
he's super over. So let's keep him off TV a few weeks and have him just get their asses kicked by Shinsuke Nakamura. Is that a good idea?
I guess.
I pronounced his name wrong. It's Kikamura. My bad.
Kikamura.
Oh, and by the way, the crowd loves them. So let's just keep him as heels so they don't get him over anymore. The crowd loves them. They have Aiden English talking shit on the crowd, so they get booed. How does that make any sense? In his singing, he was bashing the crowd.
Yeah.
Why?
Why have them be heels?
Yeah, don't make them heels. They're getting over, and their people are loving them. They're chanting for them. Make them faces so they get over more.
Yeah, I think they want what they have at the top to stay at the top.
It is, dude. It's basically like Rusev and them. They're getting over without their permission, so they're like, stop it,
dude. The WWE is the exact opposite of Disney.
Yeah.
Disney will do whatever it takes to make the fans happy. Like the issues that people have in early Marvel movies, they slowly correct them over time to make the fans like it more. WWE, as soon as the fans start to like something, they'll be like, "No, that's not our idea. That's not our idea. We have to change it. We have to change what you guys think."
It's so accurate, dude. One spot I thought was really funny in the match was, did you notice when Aiden English sang really loudly into Kikamura's ear and he just sold it? Like, he fucking sang into his ear and Nakamura acted like it hurt him. It was really funny.
No, I missed that.
Yeah, okay. You ready for this? This is an example as to why I don't like Kikamura and why he sucks. Are you ready for this?
As I was watching the match, I was like, oh, I can see the issues here.
Okay, I didn't count just normal punches, right? Because I don't consider just a normal punch a move, okay?
Yes.
He did a total of 15 moves in the match. I rewound and count. 14 of them were kicks and knees. This is true. 14 of his 15 moves are kicks and knees. This is why his matches suck. It's the same shit his whole match. I don't care.
Why don't... Yeah, I was like, as I was watching, I didn't rewind and go through the trouble that you did, but as I was watching, I'm like, man, he hasn't like gotten on the ropes or anything. Like he hasn't done anything.
Well, don't even do anything aerial, but do more than kick the fucker for 10 minutes.
He doesn't do any sort of like
any moves, like any grappling moves if you're playing a game. Yeah, it's like all I do. I'm like, dude, this is boring as fuck. And Hideo Itami, who is in NXT, if he ever comes up to the main roster, if he's just on 205 Live, he does the same fucking thing. All he does is fucking kick people. I'm like, this is so boring.
You know that thing that Shinsuke does where he like looks down while he's like in the corner and he's holding onto the ropes?
The
and
good
he, like,
vibrations.
Yeah. Does what's a fucking chick from NXT's name? The female pirate chick.
Carrie Sane.
Carrie Sane. Do you know she does that too?
I didn't notice that. Wait, did she have her foot on on the throat?
Oh, no. This is like whenever they're across the ring and they're like hyping themselves up. They do this thing where they like start yelling and like shaking like the rope and then they'll run in place.
I didn't even notice them doing that.
Yeah, look for that.
Maybe it's a Japanese thing.
I was thinking maybe it is.
That's racist. You're like, I don't understand how, but okay.
Japanese people have a very specific facial feature. That's not racist.
Don't be racist.
That's just the description, Dave.
Okay, you can't be racist. We're gonna get thrown off the network.
White people are white. That's racist.
The KKK sucks. There, we're fixed. Everyone loves us now. We did it. All right, you ready for NXT?
Yes.
All right, you have a lot of NXT notes because I don't have many at all.
No, I don't have very many.
Dude, I still love the Velveteen Dream, but they didn't need to have them on 2 weeks in a row. Like, they have a lot of guys that they don't. It's only an hour-long show.
I felt like they were the only reason that they would have Velvet. Well, how many people do they have?
Dude, do they even have a tag match? They have, like, tons of tag teams.
I don't think they had it. Well, aren't they doing that tournament?
Yeah, but they can still have them have matches.
No, I meant did that start this week or this starts next week?
That starts next week.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, there's a lot of they have a lot of guys. I'm like, I don't know, just Sanity wasn't on the show. They have a lot of guys that like.
There was a member of Sanity on the show.
Nikki Cross.
Is that the big fat one?
Oh, Killian Dane was on it at the end, right? The big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love him.
No, I mean, as much as I see your point. As much as I like Velveteen Dream,
I feel like guys should be on like every other show or something. You know what I mean? Just so more people have a chance. I don't know.
I liked his match. I liked the elbow drop he had at the end.
The Purple Rainmaker.
Is that what that was?
Yeah,
dude. I thought it was a really cool drop.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Macho Man's finisher.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
The airplane spin is such a stupid move.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have more comments on the drop.
Oh, this is still in the match, though, but go on.
Well, I was going to say, like, whenever, you know how the NBA has that logo where, like, it's like a silhouette of a guy? I feel like if the WWE had a similar logo, it would be like an elbow drop. Like, just like that.
I could see that.
Like, it just, like, I don't know, the way, like, he was landing, like, he just looked like he was posing for, like, some fucking photo shoot for a wrestling match.
It is a pretty iconic move when Macho Man did it.
It looks iconic, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I had.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, sorry.
The airplane spin is a stupid move.
What is that?
When he put him on his shoulder and just spun around for 5 minutes. It was so dumb. It was funny that the Velveteen Dream was dizzy, though, when he got out of the move. I thought it was kind of funny. But, dude, have you noticed? I've noticed this week and last week. After his matches, have you noticed that Dream has this weird look on his face like he's mentally challenged? Like, he does this thing with his mouth. It is exactly what Kramer did whenever they thought he was retarded in that one episode where he went to the dentist and his mouth was all numb and he would, like, go, I guess.
Maybe that's him, like, trying to look exhausted.
He does it all the time. I'm like, he looks just like Kramer did in that episode. It's so funny looking. I think he's trying to sell the fact that he got hit in the face or something and it hurts.
Maybe.
But it's really funny looking. I don't know. I love it.
Was the Adam Cole match next?
I put Adam Cole was great. He looked so funny when he raised his hands and was like shaking them and praising himself. Yeah. And then he got like hit. Dude, he looked so funny when he did that.
He was hysterical in this match.
He was really funny.
I don't know who the other guy was that
was Cesaro Bononi, you idiot. I wrote his name down because I knew I wouldn't remember it.
Yeah, well, he's getting honored for some sort of award, right?
Apparently last year he was like the NXT guy of the year to look out for or something. I don't know. I wasn't watching then. So I don't know.
Dude, he was hysterical. I hope he gets called up soon. Well, I guess not because then we'll never see him again.
He'll start sucking. Adam Cole was a big deal in the Indies before he came over.
Really?
He was in the Bullet Club. He was really popular.
What's this Nexus thing I keep hearing about? I hear there's possibilities that this Nexus thing might come back together or whatever.
So I guess I wasn't watching when this happened. But I watched their initial debut, and it's kind of funny because Daniel Bryan got fired because of this in real life. Oh. So I guess like 5 or 6 NXT guys. It was just on an episode of Raw. I think it might have been after a match, and Cena was in the ring, and like 5 or 6 NXT guys just came out of the crowd and just fucking got in the ring and just beat the shit out of Cena and the other guy. And Daniel Bryan like I think he spit on the guy or did something to him, or he was choking him with his tie. He's choking this guy with his own tie, and it looked really bad. And they were pissed that it was like too far over the edge, and Daniel Bryan got fired for it, which is dumb.
If anything, a penalty of
He
some sort.
got fired. So, and then they like started tearing up the ring and shit, and tearing up ringside, and they made it look like this group that came up to like take over. Kind of what I was saying, they should do something cool like that.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds cool as you're saying it.
So that's basically, it was kind of an you don't know what NWO is, but it was kind of like it was like a group of people that came up and just like they made it look like a shoot, like they were just going into the show and just destroying everything, and they just like took over. So yeah, I mean that would be cool if they did that again. I have no problem with that. But the issue is, if they do it again, it would be stupid now because everything they do now is stupid.
It's too late now.
Yeah, I mean it's just like I feel like they would do it. I mean, they did the brand split before, it was alright. They did it again, they ruined it. I feel like if they did the Nexus angle again, they would just make it stupid. It would come up, and within a week, I'd be like, this is dumb now. Dude, Woken Matt Hardy. It started, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so hard for Woken Matt Hardy. Like, he's dumb now.
They ruined it.
Yeah, I watched that video you were talking about him in the parking lot. Whenever he ran up to the guys.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
I don't check him out on Twitter, so I don't get to see many of his actual good stuff.
I guarantee you his Twitter is the best thing about him right now, but really? I don't go on it either. I guarantee it is. So Kairi Sane is next. You have anything else on the Adam Cole match? The Undisputed Era. I like their fucking thing they do. Like this thing.
Is that what it is?
For Undisputed Era, U and a E.
Oh, okay, I got you.
They do, yeah, it's kind of cool.
I don't think if he has, I didn't notice whenever he yells Adam Cole baby.
Oh yeah.
Baby.
He's not Austin Powers.
What's he saying?
He says baby.
Yeah, baby, like baby.
You're like baby. You're saying like Austin Powers.
Well, like as I was thinking, I'm like baby doesn't sound like baby, and I corrected it in my head and came out sounding weird.
B-A-Y.
I mean, it is. It definitely is.
That's what it is.
It felt weird to say because it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't seem right.
You enjoy that?
Yeah, I
enjoy it too.
Especially whenever he did it in the middle of the fucking match. It played into the whole fucking just being arrogant as fuck.
Yeah.
Thing.
I like him. I have a note about Kairi Sane.
Adam Cole was a duck.
What?
It's a duck. It was the autocorrect.
Oh, okay.
It's just be dick.
Oh, yeah.
I actually hate that one chick. I think that's what's her name?
Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, I don't like her.
Yeah, I have another that says Kairi Sane is insanely fucking hot, but the pirate gimmick is dumb. I think the gimmick's so stupid. I feel like that was a cool gimmick 15 years ago.
Yeah, like the gimmick itself, I don't. It's how they're executing. It's like garbage. Like the music's stupid. They need to give her like some sort of like.
She has that wheel. She has the fucking steering wheel for a boat that she like turns, and I'm like, this is silly.
Do you know what? Have you ever heard of a band called Baby Metal?
Baby Metal.
Baby Metal. No. It's baby. It's basically these Japanese chicks who sing. I think they Baby Metal. No. And it's like metal music. I feel like they would do a really good intro. One of their songs would be a really good entrance.
That'd be cool.
For hers.
It just seems like this gimmick was perfect for like the height of the Pirates of the Caribbean popularity like 10 years ago. Like when everyone was like, dude, when I worked at the Halloween store, pirate costumes were like the hottest selling thing. This was like a decade ago though.
Really?
Yeah, like it's not as popular as it was. I mean, it just, I don't know, it just seems like so outdated. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with it. I agree with you, not it.
It.
Do
you have anything else on that match?
Dude, they should have her themed as a clown.
Like Doink the Clown?
Yeah, like Bozo the
You weren't watching Doink the Clown.
I don't know what that is, but
Doink the Clown was a wrestler in WWF. That was his gimmick. He was a clown, but he was an evil clown. The Street Profits interview I thought was really funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, at the end of it when the one Street Profit just runs away down the street, I was laughing so hard. That was so fucking funny. I've been waiting for them because I keep hearing like people talking about the Street Profits on stuff I listen to, and I'm like, I have yet to see them, and I finally got to see them, and dude, I like them so far.
The same. I don't know.
Fuck you.
I'm like, who the fuck are these guys?
I don't know why I had the Street Profits note in between two notes from that match, but I thought it was super obvious that Baszler was going to win. since she lost to Ember Moon twice and she needed a victory. I was like, this is no contest. She's gonna beat her.
Yeah.
But and for some reason, I thought Almost spoke English better. I guess he doesn't. When he started talking, his English was very broken. Like the
CN guy.
Yeah.
Dude, I still need to figure out what his name is. The whole promo, I was not.
You weren't feeling it?
I was not feeling it. I don't know. I wish I would have found out more of what was happening with Johnny Gargano.
I mean, well, he's fired. We're not.
Yeah, but like,
I did enjoy that thing earlier.
What's he doing though?
That little backstage thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. Like, you got to finish out your dates and your media appearances, but I was like, that was kind of cool. You're not gonna find. You're not gonna see anything else about him. He's gone.
It really played with your heartstrings there. Even when the ref was like apologizing, like, sorry, man, I've known you for 10 years, and yeah.
I enjoyed that. I hate everything about Aleister Black though. Especially his music. I hate it. I hate his fucking music. You like it, don't you, dude? Especially his music. It annoys me. I love Aleister Black's music. You even spelled his name wrong. It's so cute. You put Hollister. You put Hollister.
Dude, it's the only thing I like about him.
I hate his music. I don't know why. I just hate it.
I looked up the band and I even started listening to more of their music today.
Oh,
I enjoy it.
You son of a bitch. Well, you'll agree with me on this. I still do not care about Killian Aldrich or whoever the other guy is. Nope. I do not give a fuck.
Dude, the whole promo was just like they start fighting. Like, I don't know. Like, they just made a match and it was like, oh, I guess this is a match. I didn't know how much time.
They were just fighting.
I didn't know how much time was left. I'm like, oh, they're gonna do a match right now, and then they didn't, and then
he was like, "You're in my way," and he hit him, and I'm like, "Oh."
And then he's like, "All right, I'm leaving now. You guys can just."
Yeah.
Do whatever you're doing, fucking weirdos.
It was weird because I was watching their facials, like, Almost and Zelina, and she's, like, laughing. He, like, looks kind of concerned. I'm like, oh, they're not really on the same page here. Like, I don't know. It just seemed weird. The whole thing seemed kind of weird. I didn't think it was a very good way to end the show.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really hope we're not building towards fucking them at Mania, at the takeover for WrestleMania.
Their takeover, yeah.
I don't want to see that.
It's so dumb.
I think they're probably gonna have Aleister Black fight Killian Dane. The winner fights Almost at Mania, and then I bet Aleister Black wins, and I bet Aleister Black wins the title at Takeover at Mania.
You know, I'd like them to do, since they're putting so much fucking Velveteen Dream on here. Why not work him up to fucking?
Dude, I would bet $1,000 right now he will be a world champion in NXT. It's just a matter of time. They're going to make him a world champion.
They seem to like putting him on, so why not?
And I think
he's been on for like 3 or 4 weeks in a row.
I'm trying to, because
every time I go to take notes, Ashley coincidentally is always watching with me, and I always be like, "Hey, look, there he is, that guy you like so much," because she always comments on how ridiculous his character is.
Dude, I like his music. It's funny. DREAM. I think his music's so funny. I like him. His music's way harder than Aleister Black's. That's pussy shit. That's pussy ass shit right there. That's all I got, man. I'm done. I got nothing.
I'm out.
Oh, I'll just turn it off then. I'm out.
All right, bye.
Wait, tell them to listen to or go to our stuff.
Make sure you guys unsubscribe to us down below because I'm sure you hated it. It's on purpose because it's funny because they hate our show.
You're doing it all. They're not listening to unsubscribe.
What?
There's no one there to unsubscribe.
Oh, yeah. Well, make sure you don't subscribe down below. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud.
Oh, wait. Tell them to unfollow us on Facebook.
Unfollow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and SoundCloud. And our YouTube page, which you're probably listening to us on.
Make sure you comment and say we're very annoying and tell no one to listen to us.
Yes.
It'll have zero effect.
Yeah.
You farted, didn't you?
I did. I can't help it.
That's a smelly one. That's a brutal, smelly one.
All right, I'm going to go over here.
All right, we're out. We're leaving now. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy, it's getting worse as you moved your ass. Oh, it's so bad, guys. You're so lucky you're not here smelling the inside of Gable. Oh, it's not good in there. Oh, yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, our normal shows drop every Monday, so keep an eye out for that.
See ya.
See ya.